have... Oops. Why does it keep doing that? Oh, because I didn't... There we go. Next up is... Yeah, we do have a couple of comic books. So let's do that fancy thing. All right, so comic books news. We have San Diego Comic-Con is happening this weekend. I'm pretty sure this coming weekend. So it'll start Thursday and run through Sunday. But with that being said, we know a little bit about what to expect from some of our favorite publishers as it pertains to Comic-Con. So Titan Comics is going to be bringing Conan, Blade Runner, and Rebel Moon. Titan Comics has revealed the upcoming slate of San Diego Comic-Con, featuring several major titles, including comics set in the Rebel Moon, Conan the Barbarian, and Blade Runner universes. Available at the event. Titan Comics booth is 5537 if you're interested. We'll also be bringing some serious talent to their SDCC celebrations. Dan Ponosian, Joe Jusko, Mike Mignola. Oh, that's awesome. McNolla's going to be at the Titan Comics booth. Okay. Inyuk Lee, Tehani Farr, Derek Chu, Jim Zub. Awesome. Roman Dirge. Awesome. Being among the names making an appearance. Check out the exclusive signings, panels, and information below. Some of the art for these books that they're going to be promoting. I'm super excited about it. New Solomon Kane, Heat Seeker, don't know what that is. Lenore by Roman Dirge, hell yes. Return to Skull Island, we got some Kong. Ooh, look at, he's fighting Cthulhu. The Nemesis book that we talked about when it was announced, that's going to be getting a little bit of love there. Breath, oh, that's the Breathtaker book? Is that what we? No, that's not the one that we were talking about. Bloodborne, Death of Sleep. Oh, deluxe edition. Friday, July 25th. There you go. So it'll be next weekend. Not this coming weekend, but the next weekend. So yeah, Roman Dirge going to be signing Lenore books. That's awesome. That's what we got on that one. Let's move to the next one. We have this from continuing from Comics Beat. More San Diego Comic-Con stuff. We have Oni Press's stuff to get through for a moment. Oni Press announces full schedule and merch and more. So we have Oni Press announces its Comic-Con International San Diego 2025 schedule. And the Beat has all of the details. The publisher will be booth 1829 from Wednesday. Oh, it starts Wednesday. So it's 5 days now. How long has it been? 5 days for San Diego. July 23rd through July 27th. Merchandise, comics exclusive, and more. Yeah, so if you're interested, once again, I will put links in the description after the live has gone. We have Scott Pilgrim EX. That's cool. EC Comics. Oni Press. The Loudest Thing in Color. Epitaphs from the Abyss. Ooh, Cruel Universe. Adventure Time. Meh. Free for All, Six Gun Battle. No more art. All right, so that's Oni. And then we have IDW. Is that the next one, really? Yep, IDW. That's where we're going. Big plans for TMNT, Godzilla, Star Trek, and more. IDW Publishing has significant plans for San Diego Comic-Con, as the fan-favorite publisher has revealed the exclusives, signings, and panels that will happen at the 2025 convention. IDW will have more than 20 signings from everyone from Art Adams to Kevin Eastman. Hell yeah. We'll host panels showcasing what is coming next for some of its biggest properties, and we'll offer some comics and other merch that will only be available at their booth. So check out the list below. That is some really cool Godzilla art. Beneath the trees where nobody sees, the rite of spring. Star Trek red shirts. Yeah. That's cool. Those are the exclusives, it would seem, for the convention. Exclusive covers that will only be available at the convention, presumably. We got, yeah, the schedule for their panels and the rooms they're going to be in. That's awesome. Once again, links will be in the description after the live has gone. That's really cool. I really like that. Okay, continuing on. This is DC San Diego Comic-Con exclusives. Let's do it. DC Comics reveals huge San Diego Comic-Con plans and exclusives. DC Comics has revealed its slate of activations, panels, and exclusives that will be available at San Diego Comic-Con 2025. For exclusive comics, DC will be selling limited printings of special edition foil covers for Absolute Batman #1, Absolute Superman #1, and Absolute Wonder Woman #1. All the covers will be by Jay Lee. Bat symbol foil variant of Batman 158 and S Shield Supergirl #1 foil variant cover. A Stanley Art Germ Lau foil variant cover on New History of the DC Universe. A Superman Unlimited #1, Superman X Fortnite foil variant cover by Jim Lee. Justice League vs. Godzilla vs. Kong #2, #1. Titan-sized special edition foil variant cover. Wow, there's a lot of really cool. This must be, yeah, this is the art for the foil variants. That's crazy. Batman Hush 2. Exclusive merchandise is going to be some shirts and stuff, just like you would think. And then, is this also a schedule? Milkbone and DC unleash a superpowered friendship. Oh, that's cool. In a heartwarming collaboration, Milkbone and DC present Superman: A Friendship Unleashed. 12-page original comic celebrating the bond between Superman and his loyal canine companion, Crypto the Superdog. That's cool. Written by Ivan Cohen, illustrated by Travis Mercer. Comic explores themes of loyalty, courage, and companionship. Be available exclusively at San Diego Comic-Con 2025 as a Virgin Convention exclusive, featuring no logos or text on the cover for a clean, collectible look. Fans who purchase a limited edition Milkbone X Superman box at the DC booth will receive a free copy of the comic while supplies last. The booth will also feature a 20-foot lightbox display of Mercer's stunning cover art. But they're not going to they're not going to show us. And then there's a list of the panels. That's awesome. I can totally get behind that. And then, oh, this is a big one. This is kind of huge. It's not going to take us very long to talk about it, but it's kind of huge. We have George Lucas. He's going to be at Comic-Con. I don't know that this is the first time he's ever been to Comic-Con, but they're kind of painting it out to be that way. The article reads, a legendary filmmaker and creator of Star Wars franchise, George Lucas, is set to finally make an appearance at San Diego Comic-Con, joining Academy Award-winning director Guillermo del Toro and renowned artist Doug Chiang, known for shaping the look of Star Wars as we know it, on Sunday, July 27th in Hall H. So that's who's going to be doing the Hall. Well, no, because Marvel is not usually on Sundays for Hall H. So that's just them trying to get people to stick around on Sunday, I bet. We are beyond thrilled to welcome George Lucas to Comic-Con for the very first time. So this is the first time he's been to San Diego Comic-Con. It's not to say he hasn't been to a different Comic-Con, but this is the first time he's been to the quote-unquote Comic-Con, right? Comic-Con's chief of communication and strategy said in a statement in the press release, quote, nearly 5 decades ago, Star Wars made one of its earliest public appearances at our convention, along with booth featuring Howard Chaykin's now legendary Star Wars poster and promotional item. Now to have Mr. Lucas return. See? They're liars. This is not his first time. This is the first time in a long time, but it's not his first time. It's time to debut the Lucas Museum of Narrative Art. That's cool. It's a true full-circle moment. Its lifelong dedication to visual storytelling and world-building resonates deeply with us and our community, and the museum's mission to celebrate narrative art in all its forms perfectly reflects what Comic-Con has championed from the very beginning. Exciting panel from Lucas Museum titled Sneak Peek of the Lucas Museum of Narrative Art will be moderated by multifaceted Queen Latifah. That's kind of cool. Grammy and Emmy and Golden Globe winner, as well as Academy Award nominee and dedicated fan of fantasy and pop culture. Panel will feature a conversation with these iconic Star Wars creators. What? Queen Latifah is not a Star Wars creator. Who will be exploring the profound impact of illustrated stories on humanity, as well as significance of narrative art in our society, from ancient cave drawings and hieroglyphics to modern paintings, comics, digital media, and sculptures. This panel promises to uncover the universal language that connects us through illustrated storytelling. That's cool. Oh, it's going to be all 4 of them? That's even cooler. George Lucas, Guillermo del Toro, Doug Chiang, and Queen Latifah as the moderator. I'm super jealous of anybody who's getting to go to San Diego Comic-Con this year. That's awesome. And then our final one here is another follow-up from a piece we talked about last week in the regular news show. Or it was last week. Biker Mice from Mars will be con goers at the Oni. That we talked about this. That what is the name of the company? The Naso company is going to have a presence at San Diego Comic-Con, and Biker Mice from Mars is going to be part of that presence. So, in partnership between Comic Book Legal Defense Fund, the Naso company, and Oni Press, the CBLDF. Comic Book Leave Defense. That's what that means. Okay. Annual San Diego Comic-Con Welcome Party returns, taking place at the Westgate Hotel Thursday, July 24th. The upcoming CBLDF party will be sponsored by Oni, Naso, Mad Cave Studios, Kickstarter, Global Comics, and Raremark. First 50 attendees who donate $25 or more will get a gift bag issue of Biker Mice from Mars #1. There we go. It's finally coming out. Speed Racer bandana for Speed Racer #0, the book Speed Racer 0, a new zine from Kickstarter, and more. Check out the details for the party and quotes from some of the sponsors. I just want to see the art. Look at that. Hell yeah. Westgate Hotel. Again, super jealous. All right, that's what we got for comics. So let's get into the... Oh. I know, they get all the cool stuff, don't they? That is a good question. Thank you for asking me. So Chris just asked, for those who are listening in post who aren't looking at chat, Marvel's not showing up to San Diego Comic-Con. Marvel will have a presence at San Diego Comic-Con. They, however, are not going to be doing their Hall H presentation. DC is going to, we just talked about DC. DC is going to be different than they normally would be, but it's not going to be as toned down as Marvel is. Marvel is only going to be there physically. Their Hall H presentation has been canceled this year. We talked about this 3 weeks ago, I think, when it was originally announced that Feige was pulling out of Hall H this year. A big part of that, he's saying in public, though it seems to be playing out a little bit differently behind the scenes. A big part of why San Diego Comic-Con, or why Marvel is not going to have their Hall H presentation at San Diego Comic-Con, is because it's the same weekend as Fantastic Four. So that's being read as Marvel doesn't have the confidence in Fantastic Four as a movie to do well as they should. But what Feige is saying is he has to focus on Fantastic Four and can't also be trying to put together a Hall H presentation at the same time. He just doesn't have the mental bandwidth for it. So I don't know. It sounds more... it sounds like it could be honestly a mixture of the two. But we don't really know because we're not behind the scenes. We're not inside Feige's head. So, also, yes, we will be getting to Superman this when we get into the movie section, sir. But yes, it is doing fairly well in the theaters and such. So, very astute observation of you, sir. But we will once again we will get there. So, next up, though. Instead of comic books, let's go do the other fancy thing.